Hi everybody, I'm Jessie, and I'm so excited that you're joining me today for this really fun craft project. So today I want to show you how to make this really cool rustic burlap banner for the 4th of July. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is you're going to go ahead and spread out your banner. I've actually already prepped part of my banner, but I wanted to show you how to do it with these two right here. Because burlap is very, very loose weaved material, the paint will soak through. So always make sure you have something underneath to help protect your surface that you're working on. I'm just using some leftover watercolor paper because that really absorbs the paint well and doesn't make a mess. So my first banner is going to be blue. And with this being a rustic version, that just means that it doesn't have to be 100% covered. Okay, add some paint to it, swish it around, but if you still see a little bit of that brown, that just makes it even cooler. So I'm just gonna take my blue paint and I'm just gonna pour some on, just like that. And then using my sponge brush, I'm just going to dab and move that paint around until it's covered to the way I like it. All right, as you guys might be able to see, some of the areas are a little bit heavier on the blue paint. Some of them are definitely a little bit more lighter where you can see the burlap coming through, and that is perfect. You don't have to go all the way to the edge if you don't want to. Each one is going to look different and 100% unique. All right, so my first blue one is done. Now I'm gonna move on to my next triangle, and this one is going to be red and burlap, and it's going to represent the stripes. And so to make the stripes, I'm going to use some painter's tape. I'm going to go ahead and just tape this flag down. I'm going to make sure that I rub it really good on the burlap, because what I don't want to have happen is when I paint, have that red paint seep into the other stripe areas. Gonna use just a little bit of a tape, set it right there, and that's gonna help give me my spacing for my next stripe. And if it's not 100% straight, not 100% perfect, even, that's fine. It just makes each one of your little flags unique and perfect. Just like that. All right, so next I'm gonna go ahead and paint with red. And this time I'm gonna pour my paint in my palette. So just loading it up and then repeating the process of moving that paint around and rubbing it really good into that burlap. Once you have your stripes completely covered, go ahead and set it off to the side to dry for just a little bit. While that's drying, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to do a makeshift star on our blue banners. So as you know, the flag has 50 stars. It's really hard to paint stars, and especially to get 50 of them on such a small triangle. So what we're gonna do is we are going to use dots to represent our stars. And so again, I'm just gonna protect our work surface here. Pour a little bit of white paint into my tray. Oh, my white's really liquidy today. And then what I'm gonna do is actually use the bottom of my sponge brush, because that's a really great circle, and I'm just gonna dip it in to my paint, come over here and add a dot. And I'm gonna do that just a couple different times, kind of sporadic. If they're not 100% covered like that, those two, that is fine. Just keep making some happy dots. Once you get that flag done, just keep going until you get the rest of your blue flags done. All right, while my stars are drying, I'm gonna go back to my very first two. think it's time to start pulling tape off. Yep. Look at those really great stripes. All right. And then last but not least, I'm gonna add the stars to my blue one. All right, and that's it, guys. Super fun, super easy, and a great patriotic decoration that you guys can hang up inside or outside of your home. I hope you guys enjoyed doing this project. I know I did, and I can't wait to see the amazing stuff you guys do. So make sure, send us some photos, and I can't wait to see your guys' creations. So until next time, I hope you guys all have a very safe and happy 4th of July. Bye!